All right, boy, YouTube is blown up tonight with the new video of Kylie Rodney. Uh, yeah, people still, there are some YouTubers now that are watching the video, and they are saying, yeah, we some of them are changing their story, saying, yeah, it is possible now that it was an accident, and yeah, now that you see the footage, yes, you know, I would agree that yeah. But here's the key: it could have been an accident, but what we need to do is find out: is there any witnesses that that seen someone else in Kylie's vehicle when she left the party? And it's obvious they lied about where they were partying. Uh, They were partying because you could see where the mass amount of vehicles leave from. They leave from an area that wasn't where she went in. It was across the water that they were partying. So, they did but I do agree that there might have been other parties there uh, in areas, but the main group that left from where we believe the one photo was taken of her vehicle entering the water. So yeah, it is sad. Some people are very very sad about it. That the fare that she must have went through if she was alone. Yeah, I agree. It is sad. Uh, and how would she make that mistake, being that she's been to that lake so many times? I don't know. But I'm going to do another video here in a few minutes, and I'm going to pull up Google Map, and I'm going to pull up all kinds of videos uh, to show people what I'm talking about. And yeah, could there still been foul play? Yeah, it's possible. It's possible maybe little Kylie was passed out. But the autopsy will settle everything. November 1st, when they come out with the information, that will close everybody's theories and everything to what happened. Um, it's obvious if you did pay attention, there are photos that were put out there deliberately to send people on wild goose chases. There was even people that came forward and said some of the photos that are being shown weren't even from that party that she was at, that it was from another party. Uh, and I'm glad we stuck with what we knew and what we thought we knew, which was the one photo of all the kids bunched up together with the car headlights shining on them. That's the photo that shows her vehicle going in the water. And it all makes sense. They weren't behind her partying like some of them people were saying. Oh, we were right here in this area. Mia, Media Mogul, can you hear me? All you have to do is type in yes if you can hear me. I'm not showing no meter on my YouTube, so I don't know if my microphone is working or not. Excuse me. Can you hear me? Can someone type in yes or no? You must not be able to hear me. Can anybody hear what I'm saying? they may tell about autopsy, not toxicology due to her age. Yeah, if it was an accident, nobody will find out nothing. If there was foul play, then the truth will come out. But if it was just an accident, which that's what we're believing it was because they released the body so soon, and if it was foul play, they would have held on to the body until the case was over with, just in case they had to go back in or have someone else uh, redo an autopsy. Now, like I said, they already have tissue and photos of the body and all the other evidence they need. Could, if it was foul play, could they still solve the case? Yes. Would they need a body? Probably not. But usually in a crime like that, if it is suspicious of foul play or murder, they usually put the body on ice and they hold it just in case they have to go back and re-examine the evidence, because sometimes these autopsy guys miss things, and I don't blame them for missing things. But sometimes they miss things, you know. Sometimes they're doing an autopsy thinking that it's just natural causes, and they stumble across something saying, no, this was a murder, when other people thought it was natural causes. So, yeah, I mean, we don't know. And I'll tell you what, folks, if you try and figure it all out, it'll drive you nuts. But I think we stuck with what we knew, and it's starting to make sense. Um, it's very well somebody could have been driving the vehicle uh, and made it out. It's possible there was nobody in the vehicle, but just Kylie, and she might have been intoxicated and drove into the lake. They can dig up. Wasn't she cremated? Yeah, she was cremated. She was cremated. I can't say no, can't hear, as they wouldn't have you. I don't know. You know, but I think it's all getting wrapped up. I don't know. Maybe they were sacrificed. Maybe she was sacrificed. There's so many videos out there of these people. It's some kind of a witch cult, voodoo stuff. Whatever. It's obvious it's something, folks. It's something. Something is attacking us, and it ain't God. So, yeah, I would say something. So maybe the next World War III. You know, to finally get rid of all the voodoo kings, queens, witchery, sorcery, all the bullcrap. Why not? Why not? But there you go. And that makes sense. That's probably why they released the video, or the body, I mean, to the family, is because the evidence probably showed that she was alive when she went into the water. And the autopsy probably showed that it was accidental drowning, possibly, or whatever. And they released the body to the family. You know, people are complaining, how could they have cremated her so fast? And well, if there was no need for the police, if the police knew what happened, like I said, this probably was a big sting. Why? To watch YouTubers, to watch these people create madness for money. when all along the police and the professionals knew that she drove the vehicle, into the lake or whatever. Now, I want you folks to look at that footage that is out, the new footage on her of the vehicle going into the lake. And I want you to look at the water height of where it is. Look how high the water is. And within 2-3 weeks, the water dropped 20 some feet. So if they would have found her that day, that water probably would have been in 50 some feet of water. Now, we don't know if they got the numbers mixed up, where it was found in 55 feet of water, 14 foot off of the shore. We don't know yet. They got so much other stuff mixed up. And but there you go. A lot of people are not going to, they're already saying impossible. I'm already watching YouTube channels that are saying we still believe it's foul play, and they have the right to believe that. And it could have been foul play if someone else was driving that vehicle. Even though it was an accident and they didn't mean to hurt Kiely, being that they left the scene of the crime or the accident and did not call anybody for help is covering up something, and that's a criminal charge. It ain't murder 3 or murder 1, capital murder, but it is enough to get charged with a crime. And that's why a lot of people are probably hush-hushing about it, because it was an accident. Now, a lot of people are saying, how could they have not seen it? Well, if you're watching the video, whose vehicle is the last one in line? Kiely's. Therefore, if the cars that were in front of her just kept going and wasn't looking in their rear view mirror, yes, they would have missed seeing her car go into the water or roll into the water, whatever you want to. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. I think someone made a wrong turn and then realized they made a wrong turn and it was too late and probably couldn't stop or didn't realize what was going on and drove into the lake. Yeah. Yeah. Just like that. Yeah. What do you do? I don't know. What can you do? Ain't too much you can do about it, right? But there's already people out there that ain't satisfied with an accident. Somewhere they're going to throw in it had to be foul play. It had to be. Yes, it is suspicious. Yes, there was a lot of people there. Someone could have called uh, the next day, that the daughter didn't show up or whatever, but they didn't. Why? I don't know. And it makes sense the way the family has been acting and the videos that the mother has put out. Um, and would the family know before social media what happened? Well, they should, unless there was a leak within the police force or someone hacking computers. But would the family know before anybody what happened if it was murder or just an accident? Yes, the family would know first. The family would have been notified first that it was just a drowning, or the family would have been notified first that it was a murder. So the family coming out and making videos, the mother saying that they want this to be put to rest and it's an accident and yada yada. Well, it very well might have been that. But we're getting closer. We're getting closer on the Kiely Rodni case of that little girl being able to rest in peace, you know, and she's probably in a better place than what she was. Can we agree on that? Mia, I wonder if Nick, the tow truck footage, will be seen and why ain't, and if not, again, why they can dip up, but wasn't she cremated? Yeah, they can dig her up, but she was cremated, and this is blowing holes in AWP's footage, and it's blowing holes in a lot of people's YouTube channels that said they knew what happened to her and she was taken and she was killed or she was, a lot of these people now are being made to be to be uh, idiots. No, you know. Now, once again, there could have been somebody driving that vehicle other than Kiely and made it out of that vehicle, and Kiely didn't. And once again, it was an accident. And when did it become a criminal charge? Is when they left the vehicle and left her there. Then it became a criminal charge. So and I'm saying if, and they would need evidence that people seen somebody get in the vehicle with Kiely and drive home, then that would put two people in the vehicle and only one made it out. Then it would become a criminal thing. Wouldn't be murder, but it would be some kind of a manslaughter or I imagine, I'm not a law enforcement person, but I would imagine there is probably some charges. But let's go to Google Map real quick. All right, here we go, folks. Zippity doo dah, zippity doo. All right. Here is Poser Lake. Let's zoom in here. Oh. Because I want to show people that here is where they were all partying. I don't know if you can see this. Can you folks see that? Let me check my live stream. All right, I'm going to go back here. Can you folks see that? Here is the road. They were all partying here. The Poser family campground. And you can see it in the video that all the cars are pulling out and they're following this road. Some turn here because they want to take this shortcut to the neighborhood, right? Some of them vehicles kept driving straight and took the long way around. And this is where they were partying. And this is where they got that photo from of all the kids standing in a big group with the vehicle headlights on them, which the line of sight shows that that bright light in the background of that photo looks like, to me, headlights going into the lake and water being splashed up and illuminating a big area. Now, they said that they were partying over here. Let me zoom in a little bit. They said they were partying right back here in this area, right here. And that was a lie. They were partying over here where it says Poser Family Campground on Google Maps. That's where that photo came from. And they weren't partying over here. And you can tell in the footage of the camera, the fire camera, that there's no vehicles over here in a bunch. They all left from over here, Poser Campground, took this road all the way around, turned. And if she would have just stayed on that road straight, she would have been right there. That's why I think it's possible somebody was driving that maybe wasn't familiar with the area, or maybe somebody was driving, made a mistake, and went in. She was, well, I can't say she was inexperienced. She did know that area. They'd been there hundreds of times. She would have known, unless she was intoxicated and messed up, that she made the wrong turn. She might have got through all these turns and thought she was turning and going on this big U-turn here. And she made the turn thinking she was on this big U-turn, and really she drove right into the lake. And that campfire, or that wildfire camera, is right over here in this area. So we need more of them cameras out there. Hell, we need more of them cameras everywhere. So in the footage, there is not one vehicle that is leaving from this area where everyone said, well, we were partying right here in this clearing right here. And the footage is not showing that. The footage of the the forest fire camera is showing that they were all up in here, and them vehicles drove from here, and you could follow them all the way around. Some went straight, took the long way home, and some turned right here and then followed it down, turned again, and would have been making that shortcut to get to the neighborhood where her cottage was, or whatever, or where they lived. So, yeah, like I said, some of us did believe, because it is possible, that it was just an accident. And people just, they don't want it. It don't sell, folks. It don't sell. An accident don't get views or subs or whatever, I guess. I don't know. But, yeah, and the footage don't lie. Now, a lot of people are, all that footage might be manipulated. No, the only thing that was done to that footage was the same footage of that day, during the day, while it was light out, was overlaid on top of the night footage to get a better grip of the layout and the land and what we were looking at. That was it. That's the only thing that was done to it. It wasn't edited. Uh, that I can tell. There is one little area in there where it speeds up real fast and then stops. The car comes around the corner before that road that goes into the lake and it slows down. Now, it could have slowed down because there was that turn on the lake, the road that leads out to the water. It could be bumpy there. That's why they slowed down or whatever. And then the car speeds up again before it goes into the lake. It still could be foul play. But that's where the forensic evidence comes in. That's where the computer on the car and the simulator program would come in and solve the thing, and the forensic and the autopsy. They will be able to tell if there was foul play. If we get the autopsy report out that she had bruises, uh, tied up, and that she was deceased before she didn't have no water in the lungs. Well, then that proves that she passed away before she was in the water. We're going to have to wait now for the autopsy. The autopsy will really tell us if there was foul play, if she was intoxicated, if she was intoxicated and smoking cannabis. Yeah, she might have just fell asleep behind the wheel, folks. It's possible. Anything is possible. But like I said, there's already people. They won't be happy. They won't be happy with she was alone. And she drove the vehicle into the car or into the water. That won't be good enough for YouTube. Do I still think someone else could have been driving? And it was an accident. They didn't mean to kill Kylie. They didn't mean any harm. They just made a mistake and they panicked and left the scene of the accident. Yes, I still believe it's possible. It's also possible that she was alone. And everybody thinks they know foul play because she was found in the back of the car. No, that's not always the case. She was probably struggling to get out of there. And they would have to have proof on the body that she was tied up or deceased already before she hit the water for it to be foul play. And it don't make sense to me because they already cremated the body. And if it was as bad as all these people are saying, a massive cover-up or a massive murder or whatever, you think they would have held on to the body just until they got real professionals to look at the case. But it all goes back to they're just not going to be happy with the truth. Yeah, Maya, 14 foot of water. But if you look at that footage, the water table is way, way higher than what it was when she was found. So and I'm thinking it was 14 foot or 55 feet deep. 14 foot off of the lake shore. Off of the shore, 14 foot or whatever of water. I don't see, not at the time of the accident. You can see in the video that the water table was way, way higher than what it was when she was found. So I'm guessing it was 55 feet deep. And it looks to me way further than 14 foot of water at the time of the accident. So, like I said, social media can be good for cases, but it can also be horrible for cases. Shit. I got to run up to my car real quick. All right, we got a storm coming in. So I ran up into town real quick to the gas station, and the wheel of doom is going. The carnival's going on. It's a wheel that goes. It's like a bunch of chairs in a circle with a rod connected to it, and it just goes around in a circle 360 degrees. And the wind is picking up, and we got a storm coming in. So I might be getting some lightning footage here tonight. And it's sad what happened to little Kiely. But I think mainly the anger was pointed towards one individual asking her or asking him to stop making the videos on Kiely. So what do we do? I don't know. Hang in there, folks. We'll know November 1st. Now, a lot of people are saying it could be a standoff between the people, that almost like the Delphi case, where the police ain't going to do nothing. It's going to be a standoff between investigators and the police. The police are sticking to their guns. They're not going to be releasing any information until November 1st. If this was anything other than that, they would have came out and said it was a homicide. They wouldn't, in my opinion, they wouldn't have released the body unless they knew exactly what happened. That's my opinion. My opinion is I don't believe they would have released the body back to the family unless they were 100% sure that they had all the information they needed uh, of what happened or to solve the case. But like I said, these people ain't gonna be happy. They'll still be conjuring demons and putting spells on people and voodoo curses, whatever. But like I said, uh, you know, all these things will come to an end soon, whether most of these people like it or not. And yeah, it's just like the Delphi case and the Summer Wells case. Uh, thank God we got footage to prove, to put to rest. If it's just an accident, then we could sit back and watch these people uh, do what they've been accused of doing, making content just for money and subs and views. Being that the truth is it's the truth is this. They don't want to see the truth. They want to they want to stay with their conspiracy stuff, and I don't blame them. You know, there are conspiracies out there. And what these people want to do is make you folks think that there is no such thing as a conspiracy. Therefore, whatever they tell you is what happened. Do you folks understand that? Are conspiracies real? Yes. Do they happen? Yes, every day. You know, every day. But you always got them people on here that are going to say, well, you're a conspiracy therapy. No, no, I'm not. But you can't hide that conspiracies exist and have been used in some of the biggest cover ups in the world. So, yeah, it all makes sense to me. Like I said, you can show these people the proof and they just won't be happy with it. Ooh, doggy, that wind is picking up out there. It never fails. We get this dang carnival in. Last year wasn't bad. We had a couple days where it didn't rain. But sure crap, that carnival set up a couple days ago. Uh, it's been open for a couple days, and boom, here comes the rain and the storms. I don't know, folks. It could be. It could be we might have to get rid of the devil and his little boys and his family. We might have to. Good against evil. I don't know. Where's it coming from? It's got to be. The devil had to have a hand in it. No way around it. Yeah. So where do we go from here, folks? What's the next case? Huh? What's the next big case? You know what? Really, I don't give a crap because it just it's madness what we're dealing with. I can tell you that it's very evil, and this thing. don't want us to see the evil that it really is. Some people are saying it's the devil. It might be. Either way, we got to deal with it as humans, as citizens. We got to deal with it. Ain't nothing we can do about it. We might have to bind the demon and cast him into the fiery lake of the hell. Who knows? But I'm getting so sick of watching nothing but death 24/7 for years and years now. All this stuff. I'm like, this is ugly. It's made me ugly. It's made me very, very. I just, it's just made me ugly watching this stuff 24/7 every day. If it ain't Kiely Rodni, it's the Summer Wells case. It's the Gabby Petito. It's the little Mikey Vaughn case. It's the Delphi case. It's this stuff will turn you into yucky stuff, man. Just yucky stuff. Angelina and her ex. Angelina who? I don't know too many Angelina. And boy, that wind is just a blowing out there. Let me see if it's raining. All right, I'm going to shut this video down because I'll make another one here pretty soon after I watch some stuff, but I'm going to go outside. The wind is picking up big time. There are clouds. It seems like it's starting to drizzle. Out of nowhere, here come these storms. Every year when we put that dang carnival up. Every year. Well, I think last year was the only year we didn't have rain. I don't know. Could be a curse. I don't know. But I will be right back. And Maya Media Mogul says Angelina and her ex. It's the next topic. I don't know. Angelina who? Jolene? And her ex would be, who's that? Brad Pitt? I don't know. What, did she die? What happened? Brad finally fed up with it all. Who knows? Who knows? I will be back. There you go, folks. That's how it's done. Yes, it did look suspicious. But like I said, if you go back to the first video I made on this case, I did state, folks, this might be just an accident. And she might have just been too intoxicated and there was no foul play. You know, the evidence pointed towards it was an accident. And the whole tow truck driver and everything, we think might have been a plant for views and subs. And now there are some people saying AWP, you know. Could have been, we're not sure, but I'll tell you one thing right now. These people, there's some people out there that just don't like AWP because they're in it for the money. Um, you know, I don't know. Could be. But I will be back. I'm going to put the camera outside. And everyone have a good night. Be safe. And yeah, these next cases, Maya Media Mogul, we're keeping our mouth shut. Uh, and it explains why I get 400 or 500 playbacks on my videos. People do watch other people's stuff and opinions, and I keep forgetting a lot of these people have channels where they make a lot of money. Okay, I'll be right back. Everyone have a great night. Mia Mogul Maya, thanks for stopping in. Of course, Raphael, he's probably in the lurkings. I'll be back.